guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it. Set up. 8-3. Watch the slant. Kill. Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his quarterback position.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Open man, it's Allen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. On 1st down, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Desmond King making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They will run with Grant. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's complete to Grant. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 52. Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd and 10, Newton. This is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go. AT Gator, Greystone, travel.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Shoot.
On first down,
Grant.
and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Play action. It's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And avoids the contact by sliding. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 3 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They go play action here on first down. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the ball is knocked out, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Grant. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Here's Grant. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Newton to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
That's a second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And taken right at the 35. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They'll go option to the short side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 22, Newton. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They go back to Grant. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
12 yards there and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Andy Isabella. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off play action, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. The
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 7, Newton got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down. Grant, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, it's Grant. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, it's Grant. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now he's flushed out left. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Atlanta, they make amends for their week